Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, this cool mismo right here, and basically what this is a super high quality chef knife that's from a brand called Hast, H-A-S-T. And basically what makes this knife very unique or very high quality is the fact that they use this type of steel called matrix powder steel. And it's supposed to be really good because it's supposed to be helpful to actually keep the knife really sharp. And it's also supposed to have a really good edge retention as well. And also the versatility of the actual knife or the material that they use on here is actually really high quality as well. So you don't have to worry about damaging the knife anytime soon because definitely it is a high quality steel. But this is basically what the packaging looks like when you guys first get it. Let me actually open up and show you guys what the product looks like first. And you see right here, they tell you guys what kind of material that they use on here. Just like what I mentioned, the matrix powder steel. But let's open this up to show you guys what it actually looks like first. So when you guys open up, you definitely want to be careful. Try not to actually drop it. Alright, so when you guys first open up, this is basically what the product looks like right here. So first thing when you see inside right here, they provide you guys a list of knives that they have on here and tell you guys what the benefits of using each different knife. And if you guys flip it to the other side right here, they teach you guys how to maintain a product and how to actually clean it, and also how to sharpen it as well, if you see right here. So basically the same rules apply to this knife that you guys probably want to apply to other knives as well. Such as the fact that once you guys finish using the knife, you definitely want to wash it and dry it immediately once you guys finish using it if you guys want to prolong the life of the actual knife. But you can see right here, we have the knife right here, and we got the chef knife that's 8-inch. But let's take it out and show you guys what the product looks like first. So when you guys take out the knife, you definitely want to be really careful because it's actually really sharp. It's probably one of the sharpest knives ever. Alright, so you see when we take it out, this is basically what the product looks like. The one that we got right here is titanium black. They do have some other ones that's like silver or gold or whatever. But you see the way how they designed this knife right here, it definitely looks and feels like a high quality knife. When you guys feel the handle part right here, it definitely feels really nice. It definitely have a very nice grip to it when you guys actually grip it right here. And also when you guys feel the actual knife, it's actually super lightweight. So that's definitely pretty awesome. So that way when you guys are actually using it to cut stuff or even dice stuff, you don't have to worry about holding a really heavy knife. It's actually really lightweight. If you guys look really carefully on the top part right here, it definitely has a very thin spine on here, which is pretty nice. And when you guys look at it from this angle right here, you can definitely see how sharp the knife is. So definitely use this knife for cutting stuff, chopping stuff, or even for slicing and dicing stuff as well. And definitely having the option of how it's actually really sharp, it actually makes it a lot easier for you guys to thin slice stuff as well. And also when you see this part right here, they actually have a very nice kind of smooth transition design right here. And also for this part right here, once I take this out, you definitely see how it has a round heel option. So let me take it out and show you guys what I mean. So this part right here definitely have a very nice round heel. But definitely the overall knife right here is really sharp, so you do not want to put your finger on there. And the way how they sharpen this knife right here or design this knife right here, it has a slight angle on it, which is 15 degrees angle. And they also mentioned the way how they design this knife right here is bolsterless as well, which is pretty cool. And when you guys hear the material on here, it definitely feels like a high quality knife on here using that matrix powder steel that they use on here. And even if you guys try to bend it, it won't bend because of that really strong steel material on here. But definitely because of how sharp this knife is, you can definitely slice stuff and dice stuff really easily as well. So I'm actually cut this piece of paper to show you guys how sharp it is. So let's go like this. You can see how it cuts through so easily. Let me cut it in half again. Alright, so you see how it actually cuts through the paper really easily. So you totally imagine how sharp this is, but this is basically what the knife looks like on this angle right here. When we turn it to the other side, this is what it looks like on this side. And when you guys grip it, this is basically actually looks like on this side, and this is what it looks like on this side right here. Definitely looks like a high quality knife right here. But let's go test this out and see how it works when I actually use it to cut vegetables or whatever. And then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so right here I have the knife. Let me show you guys how well it works. So let's say I just want to cut this right here. Alright, so you see how well it works. And I barely put any effort when I actually cut through it as well. Let me do it one more time to show you guys. Alright, so that's me without using any effort on here. But if I do use effort on here, let me show you guys how sharp it can be. Alright, so that's me putting some effort in here, and you can see how it actually goes down so easily. So definitely when you guys use this knife right here, you definitely want to be really careful. So here's another way of me using it as well. You can see how sharp it is. It just glides down so easily. And because of how sharp the knife is, I recommend you guys using on a bamboo board. Basically anything that's harder than a plastic board, which is what we have right here. And also if you guys want to thin cut stuff, you definitely can as well. Let me show you guys how thin it can be. Alright, so that's a little quick sample to show you guys how thin it can be when you guys use this knife right here because it's actually really sharp. Alright, welcome back guys. So now this is a quick test and probably definitely see that actually does work. Actually works quite well. If you can see when we actually use the knife to like cut up stuff, it's actually really easy and it cuts through so easily as well. I feel like when I compare this knife to other knives that I actually tested in the past, this is definitely the best knife that I tested so far in terms of sharpness on here. Because usually for other knives that I tested, it's only like stainless steel material or it's probably like German carbon steel or something. And there's also like the Japanese knife as well. Whereas for this one is very unique. I never even heard of this type of like steel before, so this is the first time I heard about this steel. I can definitely see and tell how this is probably one of the best knives so far because of the sharpness on here. They can definitely use it for almost anything in terms of like cutting stuff, dicing stuff, or maybe even chopping stuff as well. But I wouldn't fully recommend you guys to use it for chopping. It's mainly designed for like dicing and slicing stuff as well. And also what I recommend is that when you guys use this knife right here, you probably want to use it on like a harder cutting board and not plastic. Maybe like a bamboo board or something is actually better because of how sharp the knife is. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for this knife, I would definitely have to say that it is super worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Especially trying to look for a high quality chef knife that's actually made out of really strong steel material. Whether you want to use it for like slicing stuff or dicing stuff, you can definitely use this for many different situations. And if you guys are like me who never actually tested anything like this in terms of the matrix powder steel, then this is definitely super worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.